So, what are the main reasons that you would ever consider an open relationship? Most people, when they consider or think about an open relationship, they immediately imagine it's just a reason to fuck around, for someone to not take responsibility, or for someone not to make any commitments in the relationship. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth about open relationship and the reason why you should consider an open relationship. Number one reason why you should consider an open relationship is that you want in your relationship true, unconditional love. Not the bogosity that love comes with, not all the bullshit and obligation that love comes with, the love, the quote unquote love, that society has taught you this is what love is supposed to be. But what actual love is, you imagine what love is your genuine desire for that person to be with the person that they love, admire, and adore, and respect, and to want for their happiness, well-being, and gain. Whatever that person does and wants and desires in a relationship or in their life, you want that for them. Now, I said whatever that person wants in a relationship. The equation also includes you in it. So it would require what they want in the relationship and what you want in the relationship. When you conflate that, and it's enough for you to, it's enough to merit your being together for most of the time together, if not a lot of the time, then it's a wonderful item, wonderful consideration for a relationship. Without all the bogosity that what a relationship is supposed to come with, such as a lot of the obligations that society puts you in, a lot of jealousy and ownership. Remember that ownership and love are completely different things, and sometimes they're antithetical things. Ownership is not love. But I say that, Ron, why do you have to mention that? It's obvious. Actually, it's not so obvious. Actually, a lot of people imagine that love comes with ownership. All you have to do is ask them or look in their language or look in their how they communicate. And if they imagine that jealousy equals love and ownership equals love, there's something wrong there. They imagine that if you're not jealous, then how can you actually truly love the person? But you're the kind of person who says, love is my genuine wanting for my beloved's happiness, the same kind of happiness that I want for myself. I want that for her or for him. They want to go to school abroad. How can I help? They want to go hang out with some friends that are attractive and beautiful, or that they could enjoy something that they might not enjoy with you with. How can I help? Or for whatever reason, I have to leave the country for 6 months. I'm going to miss you, but I have to do this for myself, for my self-actualization. How can I help? Or I'm going to go hang out with a buddy of mine I haven't seen in years, whom I'm tremendously attracted to. I would love to take to bed. We used to be a thing, and I kind of miss those times. How can I help? Do you understand? The unconditional love that says, my wanting for my beloved's happiness intrinsically to my own happiness. What makes her happy, fulfilled, and actualized, I want that for her or for him. Unconditional love. The second thing you want in a relationship, which is the reason you should consider an open relationship, is non-judgmental acceptance. Your ability to be yourself in the relationship and stop having to fucking pretend. The reason why people don't get along in relationships is they constantly have to fucking pretend. They constantly have to pretend to be someone that they imagine the person who they're with wants them to be. All parties. This is true for virtually all relationships because virtually all relationships begin with the premise, I grant myself to you exclusively in exchange for you grant yourself to me exclusively. A business deal. They take each other for granted. And so, stop having to pretend. Recognize from the outset that you're in the relationship with non-judgmental acceptance. I accept you for who you are and that you are going to be the person that you are. You're gonna be the man that you are, and you're gonna have man mannerisms and man interests. Or you're gonna be the woman that you are, and you're gonna have woman mannerisms and women interests. And women biology and man biology. And you don't have to eschew that. You don't have to pretend you're someone you're not. You don't have to pretend you have the biology that you don't have. You don't have to pretend you don't have the desire that you don't have. You can have the desire that you want to have. You can have the desires that you want. You can have the mannerisms that you have. You can be the person that you are entirely. I am non-judgmentally accepting. If I'm intolerant of those behaviors, of a particular behavior, just don't do it around me. It's fine. I encourage you to pursue other people who you could be enjoying those things with. No one can fake a fetish. If you're into something, go pursue it with other people. I'll be here. I'll be your best friend. We'll be in a fantastic, wonderful relationship. A non-judgmental one, an unconditionally loving one, and an openly communicating one, where if you're pursuing something which I cannot provide, not prepared to provide, and not interested in, I encourage you to go out and find people who you could be spending times enjoying those things with. And I love you. Do you understand? Non-judgmental acceptance. Allow people to be the person that they are, so no one has to fucking pretend. Lastly, you want open communication. You don't want all the lies and the bogosity and the pretense in the relationship. You just want open and straight communication. You can communicate about anything because there's no reason for you to hide anything. Do you understand what that means? It means, let's give you a particular example. Hey baby, I saw this amazing gal or amazing guy. I met them and they wanted to spend some time to get to know me, and I want to spend some time and get to know them. Is it okay if I go out tonight? Of course. Do you need a ride? Do you need a ride back? Do you have a safety device in case they're not cool? Do we need a code so that I know that you're safe? Send me their address just so I know where to pick you up if anything ever happens. Give me a call and I'll give you a ride back. How can I help? I love you, and I want for you to pursue things that you like that actualizes you. What are your safety precautions? You understand? You want those three things. You want genuine, unconditional love. You want non-judgmental acceptance, no more fucking pretending, and open communication, no more lying. You want those three things. And those three things just so happens to only be able to be facilitated in open relationships and no other format of relationships. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment or a message. I'll talk to you in the next video and explain more of this in the next video. What that actually means. What it actually means that these things can't be facilitated in any other format of relationship. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.